Oi oi my drillers, it's your geezer Big Donny Cow here, back for a brand new video where today we're going to be talking about our initial thoughts on the new Path of Exile League 3.27 Keepers of the Flame. So I think the start of this video I'll talk about what's really changed. So they've overhauled the breach system. So breaches itself, where you stand on the hand, it opens up, you kill things, get loot at the end. There's no longer really splinters to do breach bosses. It's kind of now just you gotta kill a certain amount of enemies within a certain amount of time. The breach stabilizes, and either a few rare mobs or a unique mob will spawn at the end, and you can go and fight that. Which is honestly, in my opinion, very fun. I think it's definitely a very cool upgrade to what Breach once was. Then you've got a new sort of Breach game mode, which kind of feels like a cross between. I guess you could say it's a cross between Breach and Blight. But on top of that, it's also reminiscent of Diablo 3's Echoing Nightmare system, as during the run you are holding off against waves and you get a couple of limited time power ups you can use to help you get through all of these waves. And so, yeah, I'd definitely say this probably some inspiration from there. But I think GGG have definitely done a better job. They've been making a more challenging version of the content. Echoing Nightmares like pretty decent in Diablo 3, but it's just it's relatively trivial farm content. Whereas this breach is like, yeah, sure, it's farm content, but you do need to lock in. You do need to be smart about how you go through with it, and otherwise you ain't gonna get through it. They've made, I would say, a very difficult version of this sort of bridge called the Hive Fortress, which is really interesting but also really hard. Basically, instead of having the breach hand spawning on your map, you're gonna zone into somewhere like this where you fight your way to the middle of the fortress. You do more waves than usual. Albeit you get more power ups added as the fight goes on. But you've got way more enemies to kill. It is much harder to defend Mechanics Woman. I don't know her name. But yeah, Breach Woman is taking hits from angles you didn't even know possible. And yeah, even with a build where I'm pretty much nuking the majority of my screen with 2 button clicks, it still feels really tight and really challenging to be able to get this done. I'd say GGG did a really good job with this. They cooked with this. Now, of course, they also always have some form of crafting mechanic alongside it. So, what goes alongside the new content is we've got the Genesis tree and grafts. Genesis tree is incredible for getting some really good drops, like easy 6 links this league. Very nice way of doing some target farming, and it's completely respeccable. Don't even have to like spend any currency to respec. So yeah, if you want to like, I don't know, farm a attribute ring or something, then you can easily just change things around in your tree. You want to farm for maybe a headhunter unique that has, you know, lock in the belt nodes, etc. Don't lock in foulborn nodes. It's good. It's good, and it feels very satisfying. You're getting a lot of graft blood to allow you to keep redeeming the rewards, and then the grafts themselves. Not only is it increasing the capacity of how much graft blood you can hold before needing to go to the tree, but they offer some unique abilities, which, to be honest, For my build, I'm not really using the abilities, but you do get some nice additional stats on the side. Like, for me, I'm playing Blight of Contagion, so getting extra area damage and area of effect is very nice. It does make clearing the entire screen a lot easier. So, yeah, even if the abilities themselves aren't strong, just having effectively another piece, up to 2 more pieces of equipment is so good. Um, One thing I do hope for, and maybe it's because I haven't gotten far enough in at the moment, is I'm still I'm early into progression of my red maps, so you know maybe there's some more bosses for me to fight later on. If so, great. Um, if not, then it would have been nice to sort of keep maybe the Broodstone still in the game. Um, but yeah, and if those are perma gone, it'd be kind of sad, as I do think the old Breach was incredibly fun. I remember some of the nodes on the Atlas tree. You could get like a Jungle Valley map, and you'd have like 20 breaches in it. It was absolutely insane and just so fun to play. I do hope that's a possibility to go back to in a future league. Uh, but either way, if not, glad I experienced it. And I will say that ultimately, the changes they've made this league are way better. Like, I thoroughly enjoy it. It just feels so nice. Another really noticeable thing is that while leveling up through the campaign, yeah, you could definitely feel as you were doing the um breach league mechanic that you were just getting so much more XP than usual. Like, it was crazy good. So yeah, that's always nice. It's always great to be, you know, having a smooth journey through the campaign. I wish I wish I did more breach early on, because I did start my run as hardcore. Got to the very start of Act 5, but unfortunately, just woke up, just started stream, wasn't paying attention, got clapped. To be honest, I thought that my hardcore run would end in Act 1. Um, but I do like that hardcore now just puts your character in softcore. For someone like me, that gives a slightly more interesting start to the league. Is like there's no loss for me flicking on hardcore at the start of the league when I still fully intend to like play softcore. Um, and even if I don't, yeah, even if I lose some gear from my death, if there's anything I think that's really valuable, let's say I would have left some divs behind, then it would have been very easy to just make another character, quickly grab that, and yeah, just die and transfer the stuff over. So yeah, it's kind of just a lossless bit of fun now, which I'm a big fan of. I can understand why some people may think hardcore is a little less prestigious because of these changes. But I personally just think that have made it more accessible and more fun to play. I definitely think I got a very lucky start though. Like, I got a life sprig from Hillock, got a sixth quite early on. And then just my league in general, I got a divine in my second map, which is crazy good RNG. But one thing I will talk about is it seems drops this league are like very, very odd. Um, I've been pretty lucky with my divine drops. Like I say, second map got one. Also got one from the graft tree when I was like middle of my yellow map progression. But yeah, um yeah, I watched creators like Gazzy as an example, and it took him until like 95 or 96 or something, I think he was saying, doing a tier 17 map farm. I don't know if you mentioned it was in a group or something, but that's how long it took for him to get a div, which is kind of mental if you think about it. If there's that level of disparity, I know if I were in that situation, I would be absolutely gutted and fuming. As like currently, I'm sitting at like level 90 because of the time I have to invest into the game, and yeah, like it'd be days until I got a divine for me. That would feel horrible. So I do hope GGG maybe look into this. But overall, this league is definitely a banger. The content itself is just so fun to play. I think this is definitely a massive step up from last league's Mercenaries Traffus. I do like that there's still some stuff with the Echoes of the Atlas, but I think that was kind of expected since it was meant to be a big expansion. And yeah, just ultimately, I'm having a ton of fun in the new league. I'd highly recommend anyone go out and play it. Friday, I might try and do a guide to help new players get into the game. So if you want that, defo feel free to give it a watch. And you know, if any of you veteran players have advice you want me to give to people, then please feel free to leave it in the comments down below. Also, speaking of the comments, let me know what you think of this new league. Are you enjoying it as much as I am? Are you having a good time? Or are you maybe not enjoying it? And what sort of holding you back from having a good time with the league? But either way, that will be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Good luck in the rest of the league. Ignore the bot message which is appearing above my head. And I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya!